you my top 10 anticipated role-playing games coming out in 2016. Bandai outdid itself this time. With Tales of Berseria as its phenomenal predecessor, I'm fully confident that this 16th edition to the Tales of series won't disappoint. The Tales of Berseria is a game that will captivate the player with massive story, strategy, and emotions, as such with all games in the Tales of franchise. This is the first time that there is a main female protagonist in the series. Recently, the Tales of series has amassed a great following and fan base, but not as massive as Final Fantasy, and you can't be too mad about that. There are positives to the Tales of series, but Final Fantasy, quite frankly, is designed and marketed a little better. You can definitely expect there will be just so much to do. It kind of loosely ties to Tales of Berseria, so I would definitely recommend this to put in your arsenal. Japan will be releasing the Tales of Berseria in 2016 on PS3, but there has yet to be an announcement for the North America release on PC and PS4. However, I predict it towards the end of this year. Only time will tell. I love Japanese RPGs, and Valkyria is one of them. I loved playing it on the PS3, and Valkyria Chronicles is due for a remake on the PS4 in the spring, with this as a side-along demo. The actual game is due to come out sometime towards the end of this year. And when a character dies in Azure Revolution, by the way, they are permanently taken out of the game, so there's an element of fear and sense of urgency when playing with this game. So I definitely cannot wait for this to come out. Persona 5 I've been foaming at the mouth for ever since I knew it was going to be released for PS4. Atlus is widely known for this franchise. If you are familiar with the Persona series, you have a diverse set of characters, a cute little mascot, interesting enemies, and a nice little social life to develop. Persona 5 essentially revolves around a main character who can summon different forms of their psyche called Persona. There is a nice blend of dungeon crawling and turn-based action, not to mention the plot. Persona 5 borrows familiar elements from the previous game. That's one thing that drives me to the Persona series. We can expect a spring or summer release date for this game. From Warhorse Studios comes Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is set in the 15th century medieval kingdom of Bohemia, with a great focus on historical accuracy and realistic content. If you want to be a barge, you can do it. It seems that it has tons of large-scale battle, crafting weapons, and a few seconds to make decisions. Decisions that impact your overall game when you're interacting with the world around you, like eating to survive. It will release on the PS4 and Xbox One sometime in the fall after the PC version's release. I like how it has a non-linear story and you can ride on some horses. What's more exciting than that? Viruses and Pandemic. Tom Clancy's The Division is technically an open-world third-person shooter, but with heavy role-playing game elements, such as gaining experience and money during gameplay. It was pushed back from a 2013 release date to a 2014 release date to a 2015 release date to finally now a 2016 release date, which will be in a few more weeks as March is slowly approaching us. With the amazing graphics and frame rate, Tom Clancy The Division will live up to its tremendous potential. I mean, look at this stuff. In a game where weather can give you certain advantages in your gameplay is freaking amazing. It has a competitive multiplayer system that is completely separate from the storyline and has its own progression system. I did pre-order it myself and I cannot wait to go pick this game up from GameStop on March 8th. Alright, so we have the first role-playing game developed by Guerrilla Games. You might know Guerrilla Games from Killzone. It's an action RPG. It looks freaking fabulous, guys. A single-player focus with futuristic robots and a primitive female character. It does lack multiplayer, which isn't always essential. Most of the time, I prefer playing by myself, but it is openly massive. Guerrilla Games has definitely stepped up its work here with Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm definitely looking forward to pre-ordering it. We can definitely expect a release date sometime in 2016. Oh, Dark Souls. From Software has become more prominent in the last few years with the release of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. But the thing here to remember is you have different things. New weapons, magic meter, new enemies, visually gorgeous, it definitely is an upgrade from the previous Dark Souls. It doesn't mean Dark Souls 3 isn't hard as shit to play either. From Software has made it clear that this is the last in the Dark Souls trilogy, so this will be available March 23rd. Civil War, stealth, first-person shooter, and role-playing elements. Despite the whole pre-order fiasco with this, Square Enix is trying to become a little bit more diverse when it comes to the games that it's releasing. Playing as Adam Jensen is really fun. It's fun to see how it developed over the years to come into this sort of gameplay as it is now. Graphics are a huge thing for me. Deus Ex definitely produces that for me in certain ways. This game is set to release on August 23rd. BioWare, simply for a fact, makes freaking amazing games, period. They make games where your choices matter and play with your emotions. This is where we get Mass Effect. Mass Effect Andromeda is by no means the new Mass Effect 4. It takes place in a totally different time compared to the last 3 Mass Effects. It has a completely new story, completely new experience. Definitely still is massive, just like the other Mass Effects. And as always, you still have the choice to play as a male or female protagonist. This is definitely due to come out in 2016 or worst case scenario 2017. Either way, don't care. So massively excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. Square Enix, you are the love of my life. It's massively known for the Final Fantasy series. Everyone has been anticipating Final Fantasy 15 since 2006. Now this was originally pegged as a release for the PS3 under the title of Final Fantasy 13 Versus. It got knocked off, and then it said it was going to release in 2014. Got knocked off again to 2015, and it's just, wow, is it worth the wait? I believe that Final Fantasy 15 is definitely worth the wait. The anticipation is high, because when they told everyone that it will be released for current-gen consoles and given a new title, I was ecstatic. If you don't have a current-gen console, you are definitely going to miss out on Final Fantasy 15's amazing graphics. If you didn't get a chance to play Episode Duske demo when you purchased Final Fantasy Type 0 HD Remaster Day 1 Edition, you are missing out on some key elements. Plus, there are some other elements that are classic to the Final Fantasy series that are evident in this game. This is a game I know is not going to disappoint. Hopefully sometime in March, we get an announcement for the release date in 2016. I predict sometime in the fall or the end of the year for the actual game. Whatever the case, I am definitely going to rush my way to GameStop to pre-order myself a copy of this game. Alright, so now that I have basically told you guys all of my most anticipated RPGs coming up in 2016, what about yours? Did I leave out any of your favorite RPGs that you're excited for? Or you just want to leave me a comment? Well, here's your chance. Definitely do it at the bottom of my video, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and check out my blog, and stay tuned for more amazing videos from me.